Thank you, Voice and Touch. Our chief guest now, we have the last item, which passed the audition. Apparently, it is also a shairi by Manshin-Law Salim. Manshin-Law Salim is a student in the School of Education, specialized in Kiswahili, is also a composer and a reciter. This shairi, as opposed to the first one, is composed specifically to congratulate the graduates for the hard work, the parents and the guardians for the support which they gave to these graduating students, to the professors and the lecturers for the hard work that they put in place to make sure that the students are ready, and to the university for the resources which were committed and provided to the students so that they can reach at this point. Manshin-Law Salim, nafasi ni yako sasa, tafadhali tukaririe shairi lako.
Leo na huimba wimbo wipo wangu wa pongezi, ishalia ya mgambo kufuzu kwa wanagenzi. Sitaimba kwa mafumbo na yasema wazi wazi, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Safari hino safari ndefu haina mithali, njia ina nyingi shari na chungu kama shubili. Mumesimama ngangari changamoto kukabili, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Katika safari hiyo mejikaza kisabuni, kukicha mwaenda mbio hamutoki darasani, hamkuvunjika moyo kufikia kileleni, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Korona ilipobisha ilizua heka heka, masomo ikasitisha na mambo kutatizika, mpaka kuchelewesha mwaka mzima kufika, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Poleni kwavyo vikwazo vingi mulivyopitia, mengi sana matatizo korona mewaletea. Kwa juhudi zenu hizo hongera ninawambia, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Wazazi kwenu pongezi, mchango wenu mwanana, mumefanya kubwa kazi kuwalea hawa wana. Wafadhili twawaenzi kuwachangia vijana, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Pongezi kwa wahadhiri, kazi mulivyoipanga, hamkujali hatari wakati huno wajanga. Mejitoa kijasiri, leo imetua nanga, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Na pongezi maalumu nikipe chuo cha Pwani, kwa juhudi za kudumu munofanya wahisani, kuendeleza elimu hapa Pwani namba 1, hongera ni mahafali imetimia safari. Natamatisha pongezi wenzi nikiwaombea, awajalie Mwenyezi ajira kuwapatia. Kwa heri ni wanagenzi, leo fora mumetia, hongerani mahafali imetimia safari. Shabash.
Asante sana, Martial Law. And our chief guest now, that takes us to the end of the entertainment session. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Now I hand over to Mr. Robert Abungu, the Deputy Registrar in charge of academics and students affairs, to take us ahead. Karibu.
Thank you, Dean Ronald Juma. We are getting into our second session right now, where we are going to listen to reports and speeches. And may I call upon the Vice Chancellor, Pwani University, Professor Mohamed Rajab, to give his report, and thereafter to call upon the Chair of Council to give his speech. Professor.
The Chancellor, Pwani University, the Principal Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mr. Simon Nabu Kwesi, the Chairman of Pwani University Council, the Chair of Council, Masinde Muliro, University of Science and Technology, Dr. Jane Mutua. We recognize the presence of our MP, Kilifi North, Honorable Owen Baya. We also recognize the presence of our County Commissioner, Kilifi, Mr. Kutwa Olaka. We also recognize the presence of the CEO, Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, Major Twalib Mbarak, the Vice Chancellor of Taita Taveta University, represented here today by Professor Christine Onyango, deans, directors, chairmen and heads of department, officials of Pwani University Student Association, parents, guardians, friends of our students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most important, our graduates. Good morning. I'm very happy to welcome each and every one of you to today's unique occasion of Pwani University's 8th graduation ceremony. I thank and appreciate our stakeholders who accepted our invitation and have graced this occasion today. The academic journey culminating in today's graduation, especially during this unique, challenging time of the coronavirus pandemic, has not been easy. It has involved a lot of dedication, sacrifice, and going the extra mile for our graduates to be able to accomplish their dream. Graduates, I celebrate you. Please receive my sincere congratulations. Allow me to congratulate your parents, family members, sponsors, and well-wishers who have in one way or another contributed to your academic success. Indeed, you have played your role well during these challenging times, and this we highly appreciate. I also acknowledge with respect and gratitude The role played by your lecturers, laboratory and computer technical staff, administrators, security personnel, and all those who spent long hours in their various roles to help in molding your character to be the person you are today. All of them created an intellectual, social, and physical environment that enable you to thrive and be that individual we can identify with today. The role played by the student leadership and peer counselors in providing opportunities for socio-cultural growth as well as emotional support is also highly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 8 years since Pwani University was awarded its charter. The university continues on its commitment to advance academic excellence despite the challenges, new and emerging ones, of the current times. The coronavirus pandemic has been a difficult challenge, not only to Pwani University, but to all learning institutions worldwide. Despite all this, and including the various lockdowns, Pwani University continued offering its academic programs virtually via the online SOMA platform. I must say, the online teaching platform as a new strategy of teaching during this pandemic had its own challenges to both students and staff. However, it has brought in new technologies and opened new teaching and learning opportunities. It has also created efficiencies in the way we do things and demanded that learning institutions put up structures to make those learning institutions more resilient moving forward. The university has therefore invested time and resources in blended learning as a tool to enhance quality of teaching and learning and also mitigate the spread of the coronavirus. This scenario is amply reflected in the theme of this year's graduation, which is advancing academic excellence in the face of modern adversities. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Pwani University has continued to support the achievement of our national development goals by offering market-driven programs such as marine biology and fisheries, oceanography, child care and protection, education, bioinformatics, agriculture and agribusiness, commerce, nursing, environmental science, and many others. It is gratifying to note that our staff profiles, especially those with a PhD degree, has grown from strength to strength. The general physical infrastructure has also changed positively. Additional facilities have been developed and others refurbished. The construction work for phase 1 of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences is now technically complete. Ladies and gentlemen, the issue of quality cannot go without mentioning the ISO recertification 9001-2015 that Pwani University has achieved and continues to sustain. Also, Pwani University has made great achievements as it pursues the implementation of the university's strategic plan 2014-2024. The university is actively developing courses in niche areas, including marine sciences and oceanography. On research and innovation, the university, in collaboration with Kemri Wellcome Trust, has put up and equipped the Pwani University Biosciences Research Center, a state-of-the-art health sciences laboratory. Through initiatives of the same collaboration, the university has competitively won a grant from the National Research Foundation for additional infrastructure and equipment to support the Pwani University Biosciences Research Center. Phase 2 of this facility was officially launched this past week. Ladies and gentlemen, also, the university has partnered with the Ministry of Agriculture to train the youth on modern agricultural practices with the aim of enhancing food security and mitigate water security. Ladies and gentlemen, Pwani University has a clear vision regarding its academic program development and infrastructural expansion agenda based on its strategic plan and master plan. In an effort to mitigate reduced capitation, the university is engaged in consultations with investors who have expressed interest to partner with the university within the framework of the public-private partnership to invest in the development of the university's infrastructure. Our dear graduates, it is upon all of you graduating today to realize that the key to success is dependent on how you conduct yourself in your day-to-day engagement with other citizens of this country. As you go out of this university, remember our vision. We expect you to serve the society with humility, gentleness, selflessness in the classrooms, community, media houses, galleries, concert halls, scientific laboratories, hospitals, dispensaries, research institutions, and all other areas of employment. Ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, I wish you all the best, and may God's blessing be upon you now and always. Thank you, and God bless you. I would now like to take this opportunity to welcome the Chairman of Council to make his remarks. Thank you.
The Chancellor, Pwani University, Dr. Samuel Chola, Kilifi North Member of Parliament, Honorable Owen Baya, Principal Secretary, Education, Ambassador Nabukwesi, County Commissioner Olaka, CEO, ESCC, Barak, Chairperson, Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology, and the immediate former Chair of Pwani University, Dr. Musangi Mutua, Council members present, the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Pwani University members of the Senate, teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, guardians, sponsors, alumni, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to welcome you all today to the 8th graduation ceremony of Pwani University. It is indeed an honor to be part of this momentous occasion. This graduation ceremony is a testimony to the commitment, sacrifice, hard work, and resilience of all stakeholders involved in ensuring that this day becomes a reality despite serious challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. It is against this backdrop that on behalf of the entire University Council, I would like to proudly congratulate more than 1,842 graduates as they receive their various qualifications awards. You have definitely proved that it is possible to excel in the midst of adversity. As you graduate from Pwani University today, we are confident that your time in this great institution has not only equipped you with the requisite knowledge and values, but also modeled you into a complete individual who has the capacity to make a difference in the world. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed our world as we know it. One of the important lessons we have learned is that adversity brings us together, while at the same time, it has exposed some of our weaknesses as human. All of us are crucial stakeholders in finding solutions to modern world adversity, including climate change, terrorism, and even poverty. If we are to overcome these challenges that confront us, we must learn to be each other's keeper. I wish, therefore, to commend the Pwani University management for holding the institution together amidst the devastation of COVID-19. The university has remained relevant by reinvesting and reimagining its operational approaches, especially its pedagogy. I have full confidence that the university will continue to excel well beyond the desolation of the pandemic. Through your efforts of adopting blended learning, you ensure that learning and other academic activities in the university continued with minimal interruption. The graduation today is a culmination of that pedagogical innovation. Like all public universities in Kenya, Pwani University is facing an existential threat due to serious financial shortfalls. This has been occasioned by numerous reasons, including critical reduction in funding from the exchequer and dwindling income resulting from drastic drop in enrollment of parallel students. I am happy to point out that drop in revenue has not eroded the integrity of the university and the value of the diploma. The university must therefore develop additional streams of income to safeguard its very existence. I'm confident that the university community, especially the faculty, has what it takes to generate the requisite income to guarantee the continuity of this great institution. Pwani University offers an array of competitive and market-driven programs, including marine biology and fisheries, hospitality, tourism management, health management, animal products, and livestock science. The university has taken up the challenge of developing niche programs such as oceanography, coastal agriculture and coastal art, language, and culture. Such niche programs will determine the future direction and define the university's focus and strength. Our university is greatly concerned about the general insecurity in the coastal region, especially insecurity targeting tourism sector. The university is already doing its part in addressing the insecurity question, including continuous sensitizing students, staff, and stakeholders. We also recognize and highly appreciate both the county and national governments for their efforts in combating insecurity, including terrorism, in the coastal region. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to congratulate graduate class once more. The significance of your education is not in the beautiful certificate the university will award you today, but in kind of universal values that you have acquired to define the rest of your life. As an ambassador and an alumni of this university, we pray that the values that the university has imparted in you will not only transform you and the people around you to make the world a better place, but will also enable you to fill the moral vacancy existing in our country. This is what education does. Thank you. And may I take this humble opportunity to invite the Principal Secretary Education, Ambassador Nabukwesi. Welcome, sir.
The Chancellor, Pwani University, Dr. Samuel Ochola, the Chairman of Council of Pwani University, former Chair of Council of Pwani University, Dr. Jane Mutua Musangi, the Council members present, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mohammed Rajab, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, Major Twalib Barak from EACC Commission, staff of Pwani University, the Honorable Owen Bayer, the County Commissioner present, parents, guardians, distinguished graduates, stakeholders, all leaders present, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to join you today as we celebrate the 8th graduation ceremony of Pwani University, which we are holding virtually. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the university fraternity for the achievements of the past year. I note with appreciation the contribution this institution has made towards training, research, and extension. And at this point, I also wish to convey greetings and congratulations from my Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha, who is very happy with the steady management of this university and the steady growth that it has witnessed over time. And he has asked me to congratulate you and wish you well. I want to take this opportunity as well to thank the Council, the Senate, the Management Board, all faculty, staff, and students for keeping this university on the path of development to achieve the national education goals. We don't take it for granted that this university has been stable, that this university has kept growing, and we feel proud to associate ourselves with this university. The government has emphasized that university education plays a critical role in national development. This is well specified in the sessional paper number 1 of 2005. The government's long-term policy is to provide a framework for a sustainable, competitive, and autonomous national university system that is responsive to the challenges related to access, equity, and quality. And I'm very happy because the area MP is present today. It means that the university relates very well with the political leadership of this place. We also don't take it for granted that Mheshimiwa is here. We've been to so many other universities for graduation, and we find political leaders very distant from the university. And when they attempt to get into the university, they have their own personal interests. But Mheshimiwa, I want to commend you for doing it in the interest of the nation and in the interest of the agenda for education in this country. This is a noble initiative because we can sufficiently expand and increase access to university education and guarantee high standards of teaching and research. I was here last week to open a new laboratory for research. And I was very impressed because the university has brought together researchers from different institutions to work together on issues of common national interest. And the research outputs are very useful in shaping the national policy. And I want to encourage that this continues. Pwani University is well placed to expand her capacity by mounting programs unique to its geographical location. And this has been clearly stated by the Vice Chancellor and the Chair of Council. It further has the resources in terms of land, proximity to the ocean, and the necessary personnel. And I'm very happy that you've also done internal capacity building, which is not something to take for granted, but all universities worldwide that distinguish themselves with greatness have an arrangement to develop capacity internally, because that's where you'll get people who really belong to the university and who have the commitment and the passion to serve the university. Ladies and gentlemen, as we seek to accommodate more students in our institutions of higher learning, it is important to appreciate that we will continue to experience resource limitations. This is a reality that we cannot run away from. I'm therefore appealing to all stakeholders to respond urgently and through consultations to the overwhelming demand for access to university education in this country, in complementing the effort of the government by investing in the infrastructure, including accommodation, sponsorship, support for research, student placement to mitigate the challenges facing our universities. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, as the university increases access to university education, I urge you to embrace the notion of demand-driven and collaborative research, not just as Pwani University, but between ourselves and other universities, research institutions, and private sector, particularly industries. That partnership is very important in getting resources for the university and ensuring that products from the university have quality education, which is also experiential education, by getting students to do attachment in those institutions. The government remains committed to ensuring that our public universities continue to provide quality education, training, and research. In this regard, we at the Ministry of Education and the Commission for University Education will work closely with all public universities and colleges to ensure the highest possible standards are maintained and improved. It is through maintenance of high standards in these institutions that we may realize good ranking among the best and most respected universities in the world. Institutions of higher learning should constantly evaluate and re-evaluate their performance periodically. There is need to carry out tracer studies in order to find out the performance of the alumni. It is important to find ways of motivating the alumni of the university to play a more active role in the evaluation and development of their institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to emphasize that people love to belong. We should love to belong to the primary schools that made us to join the secondary schools that we joined. And we should love those secondary schools because they made us to join the institutions of higher learning that we joined. And when you go through a university like this, you should naturally love to belong to this university for the rest of your life, because it's a segment of life and of empowerment that you have acquired through this university. It's unfortunate that many scholars in Africa forget their institutions as soon as they graduate and leave. But out there, people love to belong. And this is the idea that I want to encourage, that we should love to belong, and love to belong to support institutions that supported us. Let me emphasize here that the government recognizes the importance of education, science, and technology in the social economic development of the country. And as a university, you should follow your products, the students who go through this university, to know how much they are contributing to national development. Those who distinguish themselves with the excellence should be recognized by the university, and the university should love to declare the association with such products, because I'm sure there are some universities that have contributed more to national development than others. I therefore wish to encourage universities to find more innovative ways of establishing scholarships and endowment funds for staff training and staff development. This is important, and this will promote creativity and innovation, and will motivate those in the field of science and technology to do much more for this country. As I conclude, let me remind you that the government's expectations of all our universities is the maintenance or introduction and establishment of demand-driven, research-supported, globally marketable, gender-sensitive, and efficiently managed programs for effective development of our nation. These values can be achieved through the use of available technological know-how in order to realize desired high-quality standards. I would like to once again congratulate our graduates and their parents and all those who supported them. I would like to congratulate the professors of this university, because it is from this university, Mr. Vice Chancellor, that we've not had anybody right to complain about lost marks, about failure to graduate because something went wrong somewhere with a particular lecturer, and so on and so forth. So such characters don't exist here, and I want to commend you for the good leadership. I want to encourage the graduates at all levels to know that the character, the substance of your character will count in how you will be received, in how you will be perceived, in how you will be engaged in this world using the knowledge and skills you have acquired here. I want to encourage you to make your contribution to the national development agenda using the knowledge and skills you have acquired. I want you to remember the law of sowing and reaping, and serve humans the way you will serve God himself. I want to encourage you to be patriotic, to love to belong to our dear nation, to love to belong to your profession, to love to belong to your university, and to endeavor to give back to the community. As it is said commonly here, and I want to appreciate the entertainment groups that were here, they really jogged our minds. And the ultimate message is, tenda wema, nenda zako. And you will find a lot of fulfillment in your life. May God bless you all.
Before I make my remarks, I would like to invite our friend MP Kilifi North, who is a friend of this university, to make some brief statement. Mr. Honorable Owen Bayer. I give you the floor.
Distinguished Chancellor of this university, Vice Chancellor Rajab, the PS, education, members of faculty, invited guests, the graduates of this university, and all protocols observed. Good morning. I'd like to first take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduates on the auspicious occasion on this 8th graduation of Pwani University. Congratulations to all of you for your achievement and for the great feat in academics that has made all of us today assemble here because of you. So I want to congratulate you and accept my heartfelt congratulations to all of you. Secondly, I would like to congratulate this university and its leadership. There has been now 8 years since the charter was awarded for this university, and we are here celebrating 8 years of greatness of this university. This university is anchored on good principles and values, and it is anchored on excellence. And Bwana PS, as you said, I want to assure you that this university is on its way to greatness. And Professor Rajab, 3 weeks ago, a month thereabout, took me to the new labs. I saw the labs and I saw the great work that is happening there. And I can assure you and the nation that Pwani University will be those very good research universities that will dot this country as we move forward. I'd like to say this. Graduation during Corona is difficult. I know very many young people would have loved to sit in this auditorium to celebrate their great academic achievement. Some of them probably is their first. You know, these days I've seen kindergartens and preschools conducting graduations. And there are very many today. I've actually been invited to one, and I was like, well, things are really, really changing. But most of those graduating today in this university, probably this is their first. They were not there during that era of kindergarten graduations. But they would have loved to be here. I remember some time ago when we sat with Professor Rajab and we were discussing at how graduation would be in this university as it grows in leaps and bounds, would be that we would have graduation per school, if the professor remembers that. That would have a whole graduation week where students are graduated per school. I think this is the time to implement that. There are very many young people sitting out there at home that wish they were here with their parents graduating and celebrating their great academic achievement. But because of the circumstance, they cannot. But as we sat here in this small number, probably with PS, you need to talk with the people in education to allow young people during this corona to graduate every day at school, so that everybody gets an opportunity to come here and savour that moment of graduation. I think that is something that you can discuss so that we do not deny young people an opportunity to sit here and graduate as they wish. I'd like to speak about higher education financing. Like you said in your remarks that we will look at demand-driven and market-driven causes, which is very important, and which I concur absolutely. But as we look at government financing of education, I note that it has reduced significantly. And young universities like this one that is celebrating its 8th university are suffering. This university, according to its master plan and its strategic plan, is behind by many years because of lack of financing. And I would like to urge, as we fight it out there in Parliament and in the budget committees, PS, take this to the CS, that we need more money, especially to the young universities. This university, I stay in this town and I see how young kids come to this university. They are 18, they are 19, and they are admitted to this university. And they cannot access a hostel at the university. They have to go out there, look for a room and rent and start life at that nascent age. It's not easy for our kids. I would abhor a situation where my daughter actually does that. So what I'm asking is, as we open a PPP, which is a law that came into Parliament the other day, and it has a lot of stringent issues within it, But as we open PPP for financing of hostel building and building university infrastructure, the government needs to put in more money to develop these universities. So I would like to urge government as we move forward to ensure that we have more money to finance education, especially universities. We are declaring 100% transition from primary school to high school, 100%, and we are putting in more money. But when these students finish high school, where do we take them if they qualify for university if we do not invest more money also in university education? So I would like to urge government to ensure that we have more money, especially in young universities. I have personally looked at the capitations and the release of the capitations to universities. You look at the estimates and you see this university has been allocated a lot of money, but at the end of the year has only received a quarter of that money that has been allocated. And I do not think that is a way we are still pursuing it with Treasury to ensure that we have money in the universities, but as you see it with the CS, please pass this message that this university requires more money to develop. I want to say one thing. The land grant to universities in the United States under the Land Grant Act was set basically to ensure that every region and every state developed because the university is available. This town, Kilifi, is developing because this university is here. And a lot of business is taking place because this university is here. The bigger the university, we realize that this area, Kilifi, will even grow better economically because of the presence of university. And I would like you to look at the strategic plan of this university, where it talks about having a university system in the whole of Coast region. I think that is what is in the strategic plan of this university. And we should be able to set up another university in Kwale, another university in Tana River, another university in Lamu, so that we can spur development in those areas in the model of the Land Grant Act of the United States. It will help us achieve more. I'd like to just say one last thing as I see it. There has been a clamor for increase of fees, and we have seen this. I think the University of Nairobi has taken lead to increase fees. But I would like to say this very selfishly for this region, Gold Coast. The poverty that exists in this area is very high. To increase fees at the university and user fees at the university is actually ensuring that almost 3/4 of those students who qualify for university in this region do not go to university. I would like to ask the ministry to review that and ensure that universities' fees are controlled to the minimum, but also get more financing from government to ensure that we have our universities running and a lot of students. I sit in my office and I see the amount of bursary that is requested for university. It's enormous, meaning therefore here we don't have the resources to take our children to university because of the fees. So as you review these issues of university fees, I know universities require money, and I know government can support this, but to add to user fees for students will be catastrophic, especially in this region where poverty levels are very high. So I would like to once again congratulate the graduates, but also invite them. I want to invite you as you graduate. Please don't leave this town. Stay around. Use your knowledge and your innovation and your entrepreneurial skills to stay here and develop. And also improve the genetic material around. Yeah, you know, if you get married here and the men get married here and the women get married here, then we develop the genetic material. That is the little science I know. Yeah, so, but also invest here in Kilifi so that we can reap from the knowledge that you have. And I'm sure when we do that, Kilifi will be better, and we'll always thank this university for being here. I want to thank you, congratulate you, and thank your parents and every guardian who supported you in ensuring that this day is your day and celebrate it to the fullest. I thank you, and God bless you. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
It is also my honor to invite the CEO of EACC, our friend Mr. Talib Barak. Your floor is yours.
Thank you very much, the Chairman, the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, the Principal Secretary, the local MP, senior staff, the graduates. I just need to give you a short history about this place. I was born there, opposite. I schooled at Kibarani Primary. We used to cross this side to come and look for mangoes, Vitoria, pepetas. For the coastal people, they'll know what I'm talking about. Little did I know that one day this would be a university. It was a big farm belonging to the late John Keane. And it started, I read the history, I need to correct it, Professor. It started as an Institute of Agriculture. It used to be called Kilifi Institute of Agriculture. It was upgraded from offering certificate to diploma, and later on it became a university. I will not talk a lot, but I would like to talk about integrity and academic qualification. We are employers as EACC, and where I came from before I became a CEO, I used to sit in interviews, employing senior people in one of the biggest engineering company by the name of Kengen. And we have a challenge with academic qualifications. Long ago, the people of the age group of this senior citizen, when you said you are a graduate, you have automatically qualified to be employed. Those days. Because the process you have undergone, the integrity part of how you qualified, is unquestionable. The panel will be doing more of a formality to employ you rather than to vet and critique if you are the right person to be employed. Today, people come for interviews. They have a bunch of degrees and certificates and everything, but you get shocked when you take them through interviews. Somebody coming for a senior managerial position, you ask him, give me 3 ways where you can motivate your staff. And the guy gets a total blackout. And this guy is possessing a PhD or a master's degree in HR. But he doesn't know 3 ways of putting an effective team to deliver and meet its mandate. What am I talking about here? There are 2 issues for those of you who are graduating, either at master's level, PhD, or even the first degree. You live here with papers. The system of recruiting people in Kenya is focusing on education and skills. In the modern world, they have become secondary. The primary focus is on behavioral traits, which include personal conduct and your ability to lead. That is why it is common to see somebody who got a first-class honors, but wherever he goes, people say he's a bad manager. And you get somebody who had lower second or even a pass, but he has the skills and the managerial traits of leading an organization. So it's up to you, when you live here, if you are that somebody who say, I have a PhD, but you're not performing, there are 2 issues there. You are damaging your reputation, and you are damaging the reputation of this university. As employers, we know there are some universities that when you shortlist people from such university, you have to be very thorough to check the type of person you're employing. And there are some universities in this country, immediately that person comes for interview, you are a little bit relaxed because you know of the credibility of that particular university. So the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, we want Pwani University to be in the first group, not in the other group. I don't want to attack politicians, but I know elections are coming, and here there are requirements that MCAs should have a degree, and I know people will rush to those universities where you can get degrees for political seats. You should not accept that. Somebody does a degree in 2 years. You have a C minus. Where did you do your certificate course? Where did you do your diploma? So there are a lot of questions. There is a famous saying which says, reputation is like a baobab tree. It takes very long to build. But damaging your reputation is like that baobab fruit coming down. It takes less than 2 seconds. So let us build the reputation of this university. This university is, so far, the way I see it, I monitor a lot, not for the sake of you coming to ESCC to write statements, but I monitor as a person who has been born next to the university. And I am so confident that the management, as the PS has said, the management of this university is very good. The challenge we have is to maintain it so that anybody who brings his son or daughter to this university, he doesn't have to bother that maybe my son or my daughter will get spoiled. So with those remarks, I wish to congratulate you. I had done my master's degree. I graduated in 2009. I've been pushed to pursue the PhD. I have my own argument that I should do PhD when I am sure I want to be a lecturer. I don't want to have a PhD just to brag that I have a PhD. If I decide that when I leave ESCC I want to be a lecturer, but that would be too late. But still, I think I'll be retiring here and then I'll just be coming as a student. And they'll say that is the guy who once used to be, and it's allowed. It's only that we Africans, when we are ministers and PSs, you feel ashamed to go back to a class. Former American Vice President Al Gore, when he was defeated, he went back to university. He's teaching environmental science. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And we are proud of you.
Now I will make my statement. The Cabinet Secretary, the Vice Chancellor, the Chairman of the Council, the MP Kilifi North, Honorable Owen Baya, the CEO who has just made a brilliant statement, Mr. Twalib Barak, the County Commissioner, esteemed partners, university staff, graduates, students, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen. I must also recognize our PS who made a brilliant statement on behalf of our ministry, and always we welcome you to Pwani University. To all my other colleagues, the chairperson who used to be here, whom I've just replaced, now she's in Musini Muliru, for also honoring us. I think they've been recognized. So I'm greatly honored to address you today on the occasion of our great graduation ceremony. I therefore take this opportunity to congratulate all our dear graduates. This is a defining moment for all of us. This graduation is a testimony of our resolve to prevail over adversity in general and over COVID-19 in particular. Today marks the beginning of what I hope and pray will be a rewarding journey for all our graduates. A journey full of possibilities, a journey full of opportunities, a journey of self-discovery for the benefit of humanity. Your efforts and persistence was not in vain, and we are truly proud of you. We also acknowledge that the dedication, commitment, and sacrifice of various other stakeholders has had immense contribution to this achievement we are celebrating today. To the graduates, we also take note that the guardians, our parents, members, mentors, and the entire Pwani University also join us in congratulating you for this day. I therefore take this opportunity to thank you, all our guardians and parents, and those who have supported our graduates today for the invaluable support that you have given to this class whom we celebrate on the 8th graduation of Pwani University. The completion of your degree is a great personal accomplishment and is also a milestone shared by parents, siblings, friends who contributed to your success. Members of the staff are also proud of your achievement and wish you well in your chosen career as you leave Pwani University as our valued ambassadors. I would also like at this early stage to extend our deep appreciation to the government for creating and sustaining a conducive environment in which our institution has operated. Pwani University remains unwavering in its commitment to provide quality education, training, research, outreach, and opportunities for innovation for the advancement of humanity and for the individual and society at large. The theme of this year's graduation, Advancing Academic Excellence in the Face of Modern Adversity, is that when the first COVID-19 case was reported in Kenya in March 2020, no one knew the shape and the form the epidemic would take. No one could predict the global disruption that it would cause. A year later, we are able to understand to a certain extent that our lives will never be the same again. From loss of lives, livelihoods, long-held freedoms of travel, learning, socializing, and many other disruptions that has altered our normal activities. This pandemic has forced us to adapt in so many ways, and this virtual graduation is a classic example of such adaptation. As a university, we come up with measures that ensure our students went on with their learning virtually despite disruption. We congratulate ourselves for having made sure that all virtual classes went on well despite the challenges we faced. Today, we can smile as we look back at what we have been able to achieve during this most difficult period of our life. We showed our resilience, commitment to deliver against all odds. The education you have received at this university ought to be leveraged for the societal benefit. The best academic papers must be complemented with requisite skill and competence, painstakingly developed over time. Kenya will become a more sustainable society only if the future is anchored on the solid foundation of a critical mass of educated and accountable citizenry, whose values and behavior resonate with the societal ideals of respect for cultural diversity, tolerance, inclusivity, equity, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge facing us as individuals and a country has never been greater. We are in serious want of patriotism, selflessness, kindness, accountability, transparency, and even critical thinking. I challenge you to cultivate these qualities individually and collectively in order to foster a better society. To paraphrase Mahatma Gandhi, there is enough in this country for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. To the staff, you have been the silent heroes that have labored through the years to make this day possible. You have done your best to arm the graduates with the requisite knowledge and skills that will be useful for the rest of their lives. You have braved the pandemic to make sure that this day is realized. We thank you most sincerely for daring to be the Daniel. To the parents and other stakeholders, without you, Pwani University cannot exist. We are therefore privileged to have stakeholders like you who have stood with us for years. You have been our catalyst in this academic journey. Thank you so much. To the graduating class, I would like to encourage you to join the Pwani University Alumni Association and contribute meaningfully to the future possibilities of this great institution. I wish you well as you begin your new life. Asanteni sana, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, our chief guest. And now we are getting into our third session, which will be conducted by the DVC Academic and Students Affairs, Professor Kahindi. Before we do that, I would like to recognize the presence among us of Inyange Pole, Director Kalro, Ambassador Benjamin Mweri. DVC, welcome.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the graduates who will be presented to you completed the programs in the 2019-2020 academic year and qualified for the award of certificates and diplomas and conferment of degrees of Pwani University. May I request to all the graduates who will be awarded various certificates and diplomas and conferred with various degrees to pay attention wherever you are as the names are read by the respective deans. Mr. Chancellor, sir, with your permission, we wish to call the names of the graduates in the following order. First, the Doctor of Philosophy degree graduates, then master's degrees, followed by postgraduate diplomas, then those being awarded the various certificates and diplomas, and finally, those being conferred with bachelor's degrees. I now call upon the deans, starting with the Dean of the School of Pure and Applied Sciences, for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one candidates satisfy the Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Physics in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Frederick Omboga Okech, thesis title, Theoretical Studies of Uniaxial Stress Spatial Dielectric Functions and Temperature Dependence of Photoionization Cross-Sections of Donor Impurity in Gallium Arsenate, Quantum Dots, Well Dots. Supervisors, Professor Huntington Odhiambo Oyoko, Pwani University, Professor George Odhiambo Amolo, Technical University of Kenya. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied the Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Fisheries in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Patrick Kimani Manguriu, thesis title, Economic Evaluation of the Small-Scale Marine Fisheries using the SCP approach of selected landing sites along the Kenyan coast. Supervisors, Professor Mlewa Christostom Mwatete, Pwani University, Dr. Andrew Wamkota Wekesa, Pwani University, and Professor Julius Manyala Otieno Jaramogi Odinga University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Horticulture in the School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness. Sagafu Salim Masito. This is titled Effects of Endorphic Factors and Agronomic Practices on Cyanide Content, into brackets bitterness, in improved cassava varieties in coastal Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Mohamed Mkuzi Saha, Pwani University, Dr. James Chalo Mwololo, Pwani University, and Stroke Ikrisat. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of the Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Horticulture in the School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness. Martin Maluki. This is titled Effects of NPK Fertilizer, Cattle Manure, and Leaf Harvesting Frequencies on Soil and Performance of Butternut in Coastal Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. James Chalo Mwololo, Pwani University, /ICROSAT. Dr. Leonard Gishana Mounde, Pwani University. Dr. Elisha Otieno Gogo, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Horticulture in the School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness. Luciana Jumua Shanzua. This is titled Evaluating Performance of Greenhouse Technology in the Hot, Humid Coastal Region of Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Hamed Mkuzi Saha, Pwani University. Dr. Joseph Muafaida Magalu, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Planning and Economics of Education in the School of Education. Odhiambo John Okoth. Thesis title, Assessment of the Implementation of Early Childhood Development Policy of the year 2006 in Siaya County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Robert John Maneno, Pwani University, Dr. Lona Amuka Muga, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education in the School of Education. Charles Mavu Mwambela. Thesis title, ICT Integration in Secondary School Physics and its effect on students' physics academic performance in Mombasa County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Helen Omondi Mondo, Pwani University. Professor Thomas Faustin Nyaki Thorua, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Special Needs Education in the School of Education. Hassan Bakari Luvanga. Thesis title, The Pedagogical Challenges in the Implementation of Inclusive Education for Pupils with Hearing Impairments in Public Schools in Mombasa County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Robert John Maneno, Pwani University, Dr. Sarah Wanjiku Mwangi, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
Stop.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Hii fumba yako hiyo. Tayari ya kwanza, ya pili na ya mwisho.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examination for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies Community Development in the School of Environmental and Earth Sciences. Gerald Irungu Maina. Thesis title, Adoption of Treated Wastewater Use for Sustainable Community Livelihood in Ruai, Nairobi County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Maarifa Ali Mwakumanya, Dr. Andrew Wamkota Wekesa, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examination for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies, Community Development in the School of Environmental and Earth Sciences. Farida Abdullahi Hassan. Thesis title, Assessment of Community Participation in Development Initiative on Access to Environmental Resources at the Coast of Kenya, a case study of Hazina ya Maendeleo Pwani. Supervisors, Dr. Annie Hilda Ongayo, Pwani University, Dr. Melchizedek Knight Osore, Pwani University, Kemfree. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies, Community Development in the School of Environmental and Earth Sciences. Peter Ndegwa Githui. Thesis title, Vulnerability of Smallholder Household Livelihood to Drought and Floods in Kinakombe Ward, Tana River County. Supervisors, Dr. Annie Hilda Ongayo, Pwani University, Dr. Andrew Wekesa Wamkota, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to this Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Linguistics in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Sarah Betty Mupa Mwenda Wallace. Thesis title: Creative Writing within the genre of the short story, investigating the persuasive potential of rhetoric within the confines of pathetic appeal. Supervisors: Professor Rocha Mzungu Chimera, Pwani University; Professor Yakobo Mutiti, Pwani University. Will the graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University approach the dais for the conferment of the degree?
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you one graduate for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the Doctor of Philosophy degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the deans of schools to present graduates for the conferment of master's degrees in the following order: the Dean, School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness; the Dean, School of Pure and Applied Sciences; the Dean, School of Health and Human Sciences; Dean, School of Humanities and Social Sciences; Dean, School of Environmental and Earth Sciences; Dean, School of Education; and Dean, School of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 6 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of various master's degrees in the School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness. Master of Science in Agronomy, Joel Mwera Ngala; Mwindi Consolata Mweni; Lea Adisi Akula; Ogalo Baka Olwoch; Anna Wanjala Mnyika; and Master Master of Livestock Sciences, Kafahamu Kalama Mwachiro.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 18 candidates or 18 graduates satisfy the Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of various master's degrees in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Master of Science in Chemistry, Martin Ouma Osembe, Justin Atinda Michira. Master of Science in Fisheries, Peter Mwanzia Musembi. Master of Science in Microbiology, Zonia Nakate Mupe, Simon Mugi Kimuhu, Evelyn Akinyi Onyango, Ali Salim Ali. Master of Science in Immunology, Robert Mugo Mugendi. Master of Science in Biotechnology, Hosea Isanda Masaki. Master of Science in Bioinformatics, Martha Mudhinya Luka. Landy Michael Kofia, Joseph Mulama Atimia, Festus Nyasimi Mokaya, John Wanyande Okech, Moses Njagi Mwaniki, Brian Mbwanya Edward, Joyce Kabangenyi, Margaret Wanjiku.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 3 graduates certified Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Master of Science in Public Health in the School of Health and Human Sciences. Master of Science in Public Health, Dismas Ramadan Kombe, Mohamed Moroa Hiribae, Emmanuel Katama Motava.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 6 graduates satisfied the Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of various Master of Arts degrees in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Master of Arts in Religious Studies, Muhammad Aidarus Nur, Masi Chizi Nyale, Abdallah Abdul Kadir Muhammad. Master of Arts in Kiswahili, Amos Kativa Manundu, Kalungu Victoria Katulu. Master of Arts in Sociology, Musa Mwaka Timothy.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 6 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of various master's degree in the School of Environmental and Earth Sciences. Master of Environmental Sciences, Hussein Abdullahi Aden, Hamisi Tsama Mkuzi, Ondoro Rael Nelly Nyanchama, Godfrey Wabwire Wafula, David Amakanga Arresto. Master of Environmental Studies, Community Development, Bernard Owor Odit.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of Master of Education degree in the School of Education. Master of Education in Economics of Education, Jory Ominde Olango.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 6 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of various Master of Business and Economics degrees in the School of Business and Economics. Master of Business Administration, Finance, Gilbert M.S. Bayer, Charles Kadua Mwaringa, Ayaya Jerome Baraka Aura, Mumba Cornelius Mwarandu, Felista Kadhumu Kahindi. Master of Business Administration, Strategic Management, Florence Nelly Mtueta.
Will the graduates who will be receiving various master's degrees of Pwani University please stand wherever you are for the conferment of the degree. I hope they're studying. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you 46 graduates for the conferment of various master degrees of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the master degree of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to these degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 19 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of postgraduate diploma in health research methods in the School of Health and Human Sciences. Will all the graduates who will be receiving the postgraduate diploma in health research methods please pay attention as I read your names? Postgraduate diploma in health research methods distinction, Kamau Von Nyambura, Mugambi Ken Muridhi, Mwamburi Moses Mugenyi, Mwangi Kevinson, Mwazuma Edwin Nzoro, Wachira Penina Wanjiku. Credit 1, Chifwete, Kingori, Makandi, Mburu, Mulandi, Mumbi, Mwangi, Njenga, Njoroge, Ogero, To. Credit 2, Mburu, Walala.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you 19 graduates for the award of postgraduate diploma in health research methods of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the postgraduate diploma in health research methods of Pwani University, and in my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these awards.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the deans of schools to present graduates for the award of certificates and diplomas and conferment of degrees in the following order: Dean, School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness; Dean, School of Education; Dean, School of Pure and Applied Sciences; Dean, School of Environmental and Earth Sciences; Dean, School of Humanities and Social Sciences; Dean, School of Business and Economics; and the Dean, School of Health and Human Sciences. May I request all the graduates who will be awarded various certificates and diplomas and conferred with various degrees to pay attention wherever they are as their names are read by the respective deans.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 17 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of certificate in general agriculture in the School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness. Will all the graduates who will be awarded the certificate in general agriculture pay attention as I read their names? Certificate in General Agriculture, Distinction, Kitty Anastasia Mwikali. Credit, Chiro Eshumwe Mahati Munir Mwende Ndegwa Gumbao Oselu. Credit 2, Mandi Mbaru Muhaga Mudhengi Mwendwa Ruya Thoya Wanjiko.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 8 graduates certified Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of certificate in early childhood education in the School of Education. Will the graduates who will be awarded the certificate in early childhood education pay attention as I read their names? Distinction, Blimu Ruth Mgovero, Ombogo Christian Mbua, Shanif Adams Namaswa. Credit, Barke Lotan Gala, Peterson Wanje. Only certificates.
Will all the graduates for the award of various certificates of Pwani University please stand wherever you are? Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you 25 graduates for the award of various certificates of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the various certificates of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these awards.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 19 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of Diploma in Agriculture and Marketing in the School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness. Will all the graduates who will be awarded the Diploma in Agriculture and Marketing pay attention as I read their names? Diploma in Agriculture and Marketing, distinction, Tabu Esther Amina, Finga Kahindi Sofa, credit 1. Credit 1, Kiryungi, Siamu, Amani, Benson, Chengo, Kazomba, Kahindi, Karisa, Katoe, Durwa. Credit 2, Wahome, Juma, Kenga, Konde, Kivindio, Mangi, Gumbao.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 7 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of Diploma in Business Management in the School of Business and Economics. Credit 1, Diwani, Omondi, Shishia. Credit 2, Kitai, Shaman Fatma, Shaman Muhammad, Pass, Omar.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 10 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examination for the award of Diploma in Community Development in the School of Environmental and Earth Sciences. Credit 1, Chizi, Karisa, Kenga, Masha, Mbuvi, Mohammed. Credit 2, Kashero, Maewa, Mwalewa, Mwangala.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 21 graduates certified Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of Diploma in Foods, Nutrition and Dietetics in the School of Health and Human Sciences. Diploma, Foods, Nutrition and Dietetics. Distinction, Charo Khadija Mbua, Mwinyi Mwanamkuu Shila. Credit 1, Abdallah, Fatma, Fondo, Kasim, Kimadhi, Olweni, Saida, Shirasala, Tsumo. Credit 2, Hero, Jumba, Iyaya.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following one graduate satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of diploma in information technology in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Credit 2, Bayer.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 3 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the award of Diploma in Agricultural Education and Extension and Diploma in Early Childhood Education in the School of Education. Will the graduates who will be awarded the Diploma in Agricultural Education and Extension and Diploma in Early Childhood Education please pay attention as I read their names? Diploma in Agricultural Education and Extension, Credit 1, Onyang. Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Credit 2, Chepwon Magiri.
Will all the graduates for the awards of various diplomas of Pwani University please stand wherever you are? Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you 54 graduates for the award of various diplomas of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the various diplomas of Pwani University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these awards.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 200 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Enterprise Development, Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management and Trade, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Resource Management, Bachelor of Science in Animal Health and Production, Bachelor of Science in Dryland Agriculture, and Bachelor of Science in Horticulture and Marketing in the School of Agricultural Sciences and Agribusiness. Will all the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Enterprise Development, Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management and Trade, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Resource Management, Bachelor of Science in Animal Health and Production, Bachelor of Science in Dryland Agriculture, and Bachelor of Science in Horticulture and Marketing, please pay attention as I read your names. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, First Class Honors, Mwaka Mother Eunice, Omondi Vincent. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Angwenge Boyo Boliba Githinga Joshua Juma Kimtai Maucha Mutuko Mwandembo Ndongo Mithwa Ongweno Omolo Owor Willie. Second Class Lower Division. Abuga, Achuongo, Brenda, Green, Jemeli, Lekisat, Leruku, Mbae, Mongare, Mogo, Njoki, Nikuruma, Odhiambo, Ombongi, Omboro, Omondi, Kevin, Omondi, Veronica, Omondi, Victor, Ongati, Wamboi. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Enterprise Development, First Class Honors, Akunya Nancy Achieng, Mombi Teresa Wairimo, Obungu Frank Arepa. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Chanyi, Mutegi, Muthoga, Gonji, Omolo, Omoyo, Wanja. Second Class Lower Division, Gachoki, Jerotich, Kailemia, Kihara, Kiprono, Kirimi, Kirwa, Mose, Mkenya, Munyendo, Mwazomba, Mwakoji, Omondi, Oriwa. Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management and Trade, First Class, Kamau Jane Nyambura, Kibachia Sarah Njoki, Mulandi Duncan Msioki, Okelo Jestro Otieno, Olango Samson Ndolo. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Bulialia Chepkirui, Gachuru, Kio, Kiprotich, Macharia, Mangiten, Mwabili, Njoroge, Nyaga, Obegi, Odhiambo, Otieno Davis, Otieno Atieno, Waburaka. Second Class Lower Division, Athero, Zoro, Kirui, Mai, Maio, Morara, Nganasa, Njagi, Nyabuto, Odhiambo, Roba, Wajobi. Pass, Otieno. The Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Agricultural Resource Management, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Amgune, Maiteri, Misango, Msungu, Muolo, Njoroge, Ogalo, Orina. Second Class Lower Division, Boamari, Chemuku, Gitobu, Jepkemboi, Kiamitu, Kirai, Kuria, Chalo, Lubanga, Mroki, Msioka, Mutiria, Mwangi, Dirango, Goge, Jiru, Odundo, Olendo, Osiemo, Shikanda, Tirimba, Wanjiro. Pass, Avi Gavigia Kipkoich, Bachelor of Science in Animal Health and Production, Akumu, Aziaya, Chebet, Huria, Kipkoech, Aaron, Kipkoech, Kirui, Kiplangat, Kipngetich, Kipto, Kiran, Koech, Langat, Lusam Mamba, Macharia, Mandenye, Mububa, Mureithi, Muremi, Murioki, Muriongi. Muthuga Job Kimani, Ngenye, Gugu, Njeru, Njoka, Nyakabende, Odhiambo, Oganga, Omondi, Onyango, Kipkemei, Razia, Rubea, Chilovere, Wanyama. Bachelor of Science in Dryland Agriculture. Second class honors, upper division. Juma Kioko Muthomi Mwacheo. Second class, lower division. Amo Chepchumba Maunda Muthoni Osiako Wanyonyi. Bachelor of Science in Horticulture and Marketing. Second class honors, upper division. Agutu Angwen Chirotich Gavuita Kipchirchir Lumumba Mabiala Makoha Malo Mbogo Zuve. Second class, lower division. Bwire Chepngetich Cherotich Kasiek Yaha Kimayo Langat Muhindi Mukami Mureithi Njeri Okuto Omondi Amosa Owiti Shibidi Waitere.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 200 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of Bachelor of Commerce Finance, Bachelor of Commerce Accounting, Bachelor of Commerce Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce Management Science, Bachelor of Arts Economics, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, and a Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management in the School of Business and Economics. Will all the graduates who will be receiving the degrees of Bachelor of Commerce Finance, Bachelor of Commerce Accounting, Bachelor of Commerce Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce Management Science, Bachelor of Arts Economics, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, and the Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, please pay attention as I read their names. Bachelor of Commerce Finance, first class honors, Abeid Zainab Zakaria, Konde Karen Dama. Second class honors, upper division, Abubakar, Bet, Bunu, Fala, Hassan, Hemed, Kadari, Karisa Milton, Karisa Mamure, Katana David, Katana Selina, Kiiru, Maganga, Masinde, Mbura, Mudo, Muhammad, Musimbi, Odhiambo, Ogada, Ondabu, Otieno, Owegi, Owigo, Shehele, Wandera, Wanjiku, Washira. Second class, lower division, Abubakar, Baya, Charo, Kaingu, Karisa, Kimutai, Kipto, Kitonyo, Konde, Maina David, Maina Maureen, Motaroki, Mumbi, Murimi, Musa, Mwadzombo, Mwanzo, Ndemo, Nyabwa, Odhiambo, Okach, Ombaka, Onyango, Oriema. Pass, Chitsaka, Kalai, Mwahwatsa. Bachelor of Commerce Accounting, second class honors, upper division, Charo, Gitonga, Hamisa, Konde, Makoha, Mramba, Murithi, Mwenda, Nzovu, Odhiambo, Okoth, Ouma, Triza. Second class, lower division, Agoya, Dunde, Kipchirchir, Lugano, Mugambi, Muhaso, Orori, Simiyu, Zablon, Pass, Kamau. Bachelor of Commerce, Business Administration. Second class honors, upper division, Chai. Second class, lower division, Lenga Patei, Kennedy, Pass, Wesonga. Bachelor of Commerce, Management Science. First class honors, Diana Adhiambo Odor. Second class honors, upper division, Mboga. Second class, lower division, Wainaina. Bachelor of Arts, Economics. Second class honors, upper division, Kimathi, Kimutai, Maina, Mbai. Mbogo, Mwanga, Ndenge, Dungu, Onyango, Opas, Otieno. Second class, lower division, Adek, Ariga, Aroko, B, Chege David, Chege James, Chesundo, Fadhil, Kahuho, Kaluoch, Kemunto, Kiptum, Machanji, Majani, Makau, Maru, Matiabe, Mgendi, Mtende, Njeru, Nyongesa, Obado, Ogutu, Oluoch, Otieno, Oucho, Saeko, Serenoi, Siele, Wafula, Wanjiru, Wathuku, Pass, Cheriot, Kimathi, Otieno. Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management. First class honors, Mweke Mutindi. Second class honors, upper division, Aoko, Gitere, Mbata, Mwangi, Nduvi, Ngonyele, Otumba, Tororei, Wagura, Wanjeri. Second class, lower division, Charles, Cheriot, Juma, Kadenge, Kalama, Kathure, Kimeu, Maingi, Mbingu, Mumanye, Mugenya, Mukaria, Mutai, Mwangi, Nandwa, Njiru, Nyambura, Nzulu, Odor, Okun, Ondolo, Otungo, Peter, Rukorio, Wachira, Yator, Pass, Opio. Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. Second class honors, upper division, Acheng, Cherono, Chongon, Kimani, Kiprotich Eliud, Kiprotich Koech, Maleva, Mbasu, Ngangi, Njiru, Obware, Wangari, Weda. Second class, lower division, Chepoten, Kamau, Ketuta, Luvembe, Macharia, Magoch, Muriuki, Mudami, Ngina, Obuolo, Onyango, Otieno Rubin, Otieno Wycliffe, Oyo, Rotich, Pass, Lijembe.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 122 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examination for the conferment of Bachelor of Environmental Studies Community Development, Bachelor of Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Geography, and Bachelor of Environmental Planning and Management degrees in the School of Environmental and Earth Sciences. Will all the graduates who will be receiving the degrees of Bachelor of Environmental Studies Community Development, Bachelor of Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Geography, and Bachelor of Environmental Planning and Management degrees, please pay attention as I read your names. Bachelor of Environmental Studies Community Development. Second class honors, upper division, Acheng, Ali, Baraka, Gitahi, Kamau, Kimani, Kwenderwa, Martin, Maswa, Madhenge, Imela, Mora, Mulwa, Mutuku, Nyambura, Ochola, Odero, Odhiambo, Olo, Omondi, Oncheku, Saro, Sero, Soy, Wairimu, Wanyonyi. Second class lower division, Ahmed, Chebet, Kimani, Lekupe, Maina, Mudhiani, Mohamed, Mulayo, Mutahi, Mutsumi, Mutunga, Ngala, Njenga, Nyabuti, Obere, Odhiambo, Ogola, Okal, Otieno, Richard, Chizugane, Vusisa, Wangila, Wangu. Pass, Muyuka, Waithaka. Bachelor of Environmental Science, second class honors upper division. Gasambi, Ikalangure, Kariuki, Kioko, Makuu, Mwendwa, Okombo, Otieno, Shufa, Theuri. Second class lower division, Bichanga, Halfam, Juma, Kelego, Kibet, Kirui, Maina, Ngasike, Njoroge, Nzuki, Okademi, Okeyo, Chemaimak, Chiteri, Tani. Bachelor of Science in Geography, second class honors upper division. Njeri, Joy, Mutiria, Kingo, Muli, Wekesa, Chepkirui, Chepkoech, Jepkosgei, Kipling, Kiboy, Luta, Ongaga. Second class lower division, Wanjama, Nyongesa, Ndumbi, Maina, Chisama. Bachelor of Environmental Planning and Management, second class honors upper division, Mongare. Second class lower division, Adek, Atieno, Engoke, Gaidho, Gicho, Jelangat, Jepleting, Kamau, Kiptun, Maina Sunta, Maina Samuel, Maingi, Maku, Mungaya, Musindai, Mwaniki, Mwashoni, Ndege, Nyagaka, Nyakwara, Odhiambo, Wainaina, Wambua, Wambui, Wang'ombe, Wanjiru.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 140 graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in 2019-2020 academic year examinations for conferment of Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Public Health, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health, and Bachelor of Science in Foods, Nutrition, and Dietetics degrees in the School of Health and Human Sciences. Will all the graduates who will be receiving the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Public Health, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health, and Bachelor of Science in Foods, Nutrition, and Dietetics, please pay attention as I read their names. A Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Public Health, Abok, Agwata, Ahmed, Changu, Charo, Jeremiah, Chelangat, Eronde, Hashim, Jasho, Juma, Kazungu, Kemboi, Kimayo, Kipkoskei, Mbatha, Mogendi, Momanyi, Mwendo, Mwanatumu, Nabwire, Ndemo, Ngombo, Ngusare, Nzai, Odondi, Ogot, Okemwa, Orlando, Omboga, Omboto, Omwenga, Ongaga, Oshome, Otieno, Salim, Sendi, Shisia, Simwa, Terer, Tuva, Wafula, Wanje, Wanjiru, Wawira. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health, First Class Honors, Eshe Salim Mohammed. Second Class Honors, Alfred Chira Etemesi Galgalo Golicha Hirbo Cherop Karanja Karisa Korir Macharia Matiko Mukite Muko Oko Mulei Munga Mungai Leonard Mungai Valerio Munguti Mutindi Mutua Ngari Ngware Ochiel Odhiambo Oraro Wafula Wanzala. Second Class Lower Division, Bokea Charo Kamkea Kazungu Kipkebut Kipruto Mukolwe Mutsami Okwiri Omwenga Opondo Otiende Ouma Safari Viregwa. Pass Mohammed. Bachelor of Science in Food, Nutrition and Dietetics. First Class Honors, Acheng Vivian Omondi. Bafundi Khadija Mohammed. Chepkoech Debra Korir. Halima Hassan Zirumu. Marita Sylvia Kwamboka. Second Class Honors, Upper Division. Adisa Aluvala Angela Arusei Dena Kamau Kipngeno Kiriamana Kunyuga Makoha Mbesa Muriuki Mudhui Mutua Ngetich Njama Odhiambo Bryant Odhiambo Sheila Omete Zei. Second Class Lower Division. Atieno Aitso Bahati Chepkoech Cherotich Jambo Chepchirchir Jilo Kambi Karisa Kibwana Kiveu Manani Manyala Mirimo Mboga Mohammed Abdallah Mohammed Idris Muli Muranga Muridhi Murumba Mwazaya Mwanyale Ogenche Olo Shume.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 161 graduates certified Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, Bachelor of Arts in German, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Bachelor of Arts in History, Bachelor of Arts in English and Linguistics, Bachelor of Arts in Kiswahili, Bachelor of Arts in French, Bachelor of Arts in History and Archaeology degrees in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Will all the graduates who will be receiving the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts in German, Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Bachelor of Arts in History, Bachelor of Arts in English and Linguistics, Bachelor of Arts in Kiswahili, Bachelor of Arts in French, and Bachelor of Arts in History and Archaeology degrees, please pay attention as I read your names. Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Athman, Chondo, Keru, Kiama, Kimemia, Muridhi, Mutahi, Mwangi, Ocheng, Otieno. Second Class Lower Division, Odhiambo. Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Adhiambo, Barasa, Ntiritwa. Bachelor of Arts in German, First Class Honors, Opondo, Josephine, Atieno. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Kithure, Rubia. Second class lower division, Mwindu. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, first class honors, Hansa Zakaria Awidhan. Second class honors, upper division, Chenga, Gichuki, Iregi, Kariuki, Kirui, Koi, Mangi, Maunde, Mungai, Mwangi, Njogu, Ntimai, Ntongai, Nyabuto, Nyaga Caroline, Nyaga Edith, Nzembi, Ojwang, Omar, Simi, Wamalwa, Wamwithia, Wanjala. Second class lower division, Amolo, Aoko, Awino, Brian, Kipsang, Maina, Mangeni, Mwai, Nyerere, Nzioka, Omwalitsi, Otieno, Wanjiku. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, second class honors, upper division, Agwanda, Iambula, Jepkoriri, Kageka, Kamula, Kasirani, Kingi, Mbugua John, Mbugua Peter, Munungi, Muridhi, Mutegi, Njuki, Ntiga, Odhiambo, Olo, Ongulu, Swakei, 0. Second class lower division, Atieno, Chepkemoi, Ellis, Egadi, Kalama, Maundu, Mwangemi, Mwavita, Nyangena, Omondi, Otieno, Ouma, Victor, Wanjala. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Kiruki, Kiboi, Lentumunai, Muli, Ndegwa, Ngetich, Omar. Second class lower division, Okeyo, Omondi, Turere. Bachelor of Arts in History, second class honors, upper division, Njeru. Bachelor of Arts in Literature, second class honors, upper division, Ishivaka, Caroline, Emmanuel, Immaculate, Kipruto, Korir, Mariam, Thinga, Wachie. Second class lower division, Ayugi, Nangila, Obaigwa, Odeki. Bachelor of Arts in English and Linguistics, second class honors, upper division, Akachi, Leona, Maina, Muthigani, Odikre, Oguna, Siombua. Second class lower division, Chebonya, Kitheka. Pass, Masibo, Yunus. Bachelor of Arts in Kiswahili, second class honors, upper division, Emmanuel, Esendi, Evelyn, Kialo, Ocheng, Said, Wachira. Second class lower division, Akoth, Kevin, Kinywa, Odalo. Bachelor of Arts in French, first class honors, Maina Christine Wangui. Second class honors, upper division, Adeyo, Mwambela, Otieno, Shivachi. Second class lower division, Mumbi. Bachelor of Arts in History and Archaeology, first class honors, Ndeti Joy Ngina. Second class honors, upper division, Abok, Awor, Chepkorir, Ikirapa, Francis, Tiamba, Maganga, Mwanzia, Nyandika, Quinta, Shikuku. Second class lower division, Jepchumba, Kamau, Muyonga, Namisi, Oreje, Webo, Wesonga. Bachelor of Arts, second class lower division, Musioka, Onguti.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 172 graduates satisfied the Pwani University Senate in the year 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Bachelor of Science in Botany, Bachelor of Science in Microbiology, Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology and Fisheries, Bachelor of Science in Zoology, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Chemistry, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, and Bachelor of Science in Physics degrees in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Will all the graduates who will be receiving Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology, Bachelor and Fisheries, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Chemistry, Bachelor of Science in Microbiology. Please pay attention as I read their names. Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, First Class Honors, Kamau Brenda Modoni, Nyareru Joseph Edward, Odongo Reginald C. Asanya, Okoko Zedrek. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Atenya Kagongo, Kikoi, Kiprotich, Korir, Mukumi, Mwema, Ogola, Onyango, Safari, Tesi, Topoti, Vutiti, Wafula, Wanjiro. Second Class Lower Division, Genda, Kipchumba, Kipkomboi, Kipkoech, Lagat, Mahindi, Mbugwa, Munyeho, Ngesa, Nyariki, Obiero, Ogendi, Otondi, Oyo, Shikanga. Pass, Kipiego. Bachelor of Science in Botany, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Kangane, Muridhi, Mudhoni. Bachelor of Science in Microbiology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Achieng, Oluoch, Onyango, Bulia, Muleli, Mwita, Njeru Caroline, Njeru Christine, Okeyo. Second Class Lower Division, Huma, Kilonzo, Kipro, Nderi, Nyarora, Omolo, Owino. Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology and Fisheries, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Asatsa, Hamain, Inganhizu, Kivailu, Koech, Mangale, Madika, Muridhi, Obonyo, Ochieng, Ondif, Otieno, Wanjohi, Waria. Second Class Lower Division, Abdallah, Amawa, Baishe, Cheriot, Kaibunga, Kalume, Khwale, Kinywa, Rugat, Muhammad, Mutai, Mutesa, Njoki, Odhiambo, Okoth, Onuko, Otieno, Rotich, Wandiga. Bachelor of Science in Zoology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Kabwi, Mahungu, Madhu, Odhiambo, Omondi. Second Class Lower Division, Jepkorir, Kavyu, Kemunto, Deritu, Obuya. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Lagat, Konge, Ochieng. Second Class Lower Division, Makombe. Bachelor of Science in Industrial Chemistry, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Kilonzo, Mbaya, Mutonye, Mwanza, Nguolua, Ogweno. Second Class Lower Division, Karanja, Kipkemboi, Kilonzo, Kiogora, Mwiti, Ndere, Onyango, Wafula Agri, Wafula Namiti, Waigwa, Yegon. Bachelor of Science in computer science, first class honors, Micheni Grace Mwende, Rui Angelo Karugo. Second class honors, upper division, Gichohi, Gichuru, Kigasia, Mitei, Maumbwa, Mudhike, Mudhuku, Moviti, Mwaniki, Omondi, Onyango, Wafula, Wairwa. Second class lower division, Abaya, Avosa, Biwot, Chelangat, Gichuki, Kendo, Kiplimo, Kipto, Makau, Ndakwa, Nyatangi, Ochieng, Odhiambo, Polo, Rotich, Sunday. Pass, Kaingu. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, second class honors, upper division, Kanyiri, Kibet, Kuria, Otuka, Ruto. Second class lower division, Karuti, Kimwatu, Kipchirchir, Mogusu, Njeu, Nyabiange, Okoth, Yatani. Pass, Onyango, Wanjoy. Bachelor of Science in Physics, second class honors, upper division, Mutunga. Second class lower division, Andawa, Cherop, Kariuki, Kinuthia, Kiprono, Mbogwa.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 691 graduates are graduates satisfied Pwani University Senate in the 2019-2020 academic year examinations for the conferment of Bachelor of Education Arts, Bachelor of Education Science, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Extension, Bachelor of Education in Special Needs Education, and Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood Education degrees in the School of Education. Will all the graduates who will be receiving the degrees of Bachelor of Education Arts, Bachelor of Education Science, Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Extension, Bachelor of Education in Special Needs Education, and Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood Education, please pay attention as I read your names. Bachelor of Education Arts, First Class Honors, Mtuku Jairus Sango, Rajab Omar Salim. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Abdul, Abwire, Acheng, Adongo, Aduk, Al-Nasor, Alo, Amina, Amos, Angore, Atieno, Ayoma, Bab, Bakari Mwajuma, Bakari Salim, Basho, Baslisa, Baya, Bogita, Chaka Dete, Chaka Joyce, Chebet, Chelimo, Chepkemoi, Chepkwani, Chepto, Cherotich, Cheriot, Emmanuel, Cheriot Evans, Chinyavu, Chondo, Chonga, Clinton, Danish, Derek, Diana, Kegonge, Gesar, Gikamati, Haji, Hamis, Injendi, Ismail, James, Juma Mthoni, Juma Omar, Kahindi Ali, Kahindi Karisa, Kainange, Kajambo, Kaki, Kamande, Kanyaru, Karisa Doris, Karisa Mwakinyi, Karisa Sumeia, Kariuki Katana, Katisho, Kauthar, Kenga, Hasoha, Kiilu, Kilio, Kilonzi, Kimanzi, Kingo, Kiongozi, Kipkurui, Kipkoech, Kipkorir, Kipkurui, Kirimi, Kirwa, Kiswili, Kithaka, Koech, Kombe Florence, Kombe Michael, Konzi, Korir, Kura, Kwamboka, Chalo, Langat, Lorin, Lea, Leshpayo, Lilian, Madonga, Maina, Maisiba, Majaliwa, Makumbo, Mamat, Marijasana, Maro, Mary, Masha, Maswari, Matatiso, Mbaji, Mboti, Bugwa, Buthia, Mchemda, Mengany, Mike, Misanje, Mukambe, Mukauganga, Moffat, Muhammad Abdulrahman, Muhammad Hawa, Mongare Mogaka, Mongare Danvas, Moriasi, Mose, Mchunku, Muhammad, Munga, Muraguri, Msembi, Musyoka, Muthiga, Mtinda, Mtoro, Mtua, Mtuku, Mwachela, Mwachiru, Mwakai, Mwalele, Mwamach, Mwambiri, Mwanza, Mwauganga, Mweni, Mweu, Nayonte, Ndenjeshe, Ndungu, Njeru, Nyabando, Nyabengi, Nyoteo, Obwon, Ochieng Meran, Ochieng Monica, Oduor, Okech, Okeo, Okiny, Omaore, Omar, Ombongi, Ombui, Omondi Atieno, Omondi Otieno, Ongaki, Onguko, Onyanja, Onyango Aurelia, Onyango Philip, Onyango Vivian, Oroche, Otieno Esther, Otieno Emma, Owie, Oyaro, Peterson, Ramadhan, Rumhi, Rua, Sarah, Sharon, Shamila, Sidi, Cindy, Situma, Sophie, Stephen, Taka, Thuva, Tunje, Veronica, Vilua, Vitalis, Wamula, Wabongo, Waingari, Waithaka, Wambugi, Wanyama, Wadhe, Wire, Zero, Second class lower division: Abdallah, Abraham, Agengo, Ali, Aliyah, Amani, Ambiche, Amkoa, Andanyi, Anyeti, Ashiali, Barasa, Bariu, Chacha, Chenangat, Chepkemoi Masi, Chepkemoi Joylin, Chepkemoi Vivian, Chepkurui, Chepngeno, Chepto, Cherono, Cheruto, Chole, Chombo, Chonga, Gachingu, Gati, Jikoni, Gona, Haji, Hamis. Hinzano, Hussein, Iha, Imar, Jepkirui, Chepkorir, Juma Abdulrahman, Juma Jacinta, Kabisa, Kahindi Alice, Kahindi Johnson, Kaingu, Kakunde, Kalama, Kamanja, Kamau Judy, Kamau Melody, Karir, Katana, Kaulu, Kavere, Kazungu Michael, Kazungu Duncan, Kazungu Mushai, Kebwaro, Khasavuli, Kivet, Kimaiga, Kimtai, Kinai, Kirimi, Kiwo, Moi, Korir, Kupar, Kundu, Kwemoi, Lorepei, Loseno, Magero, Maganga, Mahiva, Maina, Makena, Makoha, Mwakwabe, Mangare, Matasa, Matunda, Mawira, Megir, Miroro, Mjomba, Mkala, Mkulima, Mkutano, Munywae, Mogaka, Mohamed Athman, Mohamed Mariam, Moijoi, Momanyi, Mongare, Musyoka, Mlunda, Munga, Mungathia, Munyi, Mrei, Muriuki, Murungi, Mustafa, Mtai, Mtinda, Mtisia, Mtunga, Mwakuania, Mwarere, Nafula, Nanzai, Ndar, Ndenje, Ndoro Peter, Ndoro Solomon, Ngai, Ngei, Ngesa, Ngumi, Njeru, Njiru, Nyabuto, Nyakundi, Nyamai, Nyamongo, Nyasuguta, Obiero, Ochieng Gabriel, Ochieng Okoth, Odhiambo, Odongo, Oduor, Ogayo, Oigara, Ojuang, Okelo, Okumu, Olango, Olo, Ombasa, Ombae, Omondi Neri, Omondi Okoth, Omrambi, Onshir, Oga, Oko, Otiende, Otieno, Owor, Oyo, Peter, Rita, Rono, Safar, Said, Samin, Soita, Someia, Taka, Tunga, Walela, Wamagali, Wasikuyu, Wekesa, Yumuna, Pas, Tuva, Wainaina, Bachelor of Education, Science, First Class Honors, Kiseku na Milani Ashley. Njoroge James Chege. Omwenga Benjamin. Otieno Diana Awor. Second Class Honors, Upper Division. Obwongi Adagala, Adika, Andai, Anselmo, Auma, Bosire, Changawa, Cherop, Cheriot, Ezra, Kabu, Kaimeny, Kamau, Kanana, Kandie Chelimo, Kandie Kipruto, Karisa, Kemboy Gilbert, Kipkoech, Khasiani, Kibachio, Kipiegon, Kisuna, Kithi, Maganga, Malala, Mbura, Mgambi, Mnyasia, Mthoka, Mwangi, Mwanzia, Mwenda, Nguru, Njiru, Nikunja, Nyaga, Nyakango, Nyakina, Nyamawi, Nyambok, Nyamos, Nyamu. Nyatich, Odhiambo, Okoth, Ombati, Omondi, Omwenga, Onyango, Rai, Randu, Shadrach, Simiu, Sirma, Sobera, Walehwa, Walocho, Wambua, Wandati. Second Class Lower Division. Abuli, Akin, Albert, Ombaso, Amir, Angasa, Barasa, Chelimo, Chembe, Chepto, Cherotich, Entiogoi, Fraha, Gekonge, Gichuru, Gona, Harir, Chebet, Jefwa, Kabiruthu, Kaingu, Kalume, Kaviti, Kawira, Kangere, Kipkorir, Kipkosgei, Kipleting, Kiprop, Kiprotich, Kitsao, Koech, Komen, Tunje, Leli, Lolima, Mainda, Makare, Makori, Malo, Mangao, Maosi, Marimba, Mauti, Mbugwa, Mbwia, Mioro, Motian, Mora, Mramba, Mgambi, Mululu, Munyao, Musembi, Mutua, Mutwiri, Mwakio, Mwenda, Mweni, Mwenje, Mwiti, Mololo, Nato, Ngala, Nguma, Ngwala, Njagi, Njue, Njule, Nyaga, Nyabochwa, Nyabuto, Nyarunda, Nyiro, Obur, Ochieng, Ochola, Odera, Odhiambo Aete, Odhiambo Amos, Odira, Oginga, Okeo Achieng, Okeo Royce, Okoth, Okuku, Ombis, Obong, Obongi, Omolo, Omondi Onyango, Omondi Wilbert, Ondiek Atebe, Ondiek Isaac, Onyambu, Onyango Evans, Onyango Geoffrey, Onyango Paul, Orua, Otero, Otieno, Paula, Rashid, Rioba, Rono, Rotich, Sagwe, Sami, Siiko, Tabu, Tai, Tinga, Wawile, Wafula, Wanjala, Wanje, Wanundu, Wekesa, Were, Yawa. Pas, Awiti, Chai, Etiang, Korir, Lukoe, Getich, Zilu. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Extension, First Class Honors, Chalo Masi Sitio. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Agoi, Duo, Isaac, Mayo, Mgeni, Okeka, Ondari, Onyango, Orwaru, Otieno, Thathi, Wauda. Second Class Lower Division, Adhiambo, Adoyo, Anwar, Anyuga, Chogo, Kitonga, Itenyo, Jomo, Kahunguka, Karuri, Keronje, Kimayo, Kingangi, Kizito, Machu, Mongosi, Mkolwe, Mdhoni, Muturua, Mwambalu, Mwiti, Govo, Nyabuto, Nyarotso, Nzuki, Odalo, Odede, Odero, Odhiambo, Okomba, Omambia, Omolo, Onyango, Otieno, Otondi, Onshir, Rapando, Ruto. Bachelor of Education, Special Needs, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Chumo, Keitan, Hanali, Clemestina, Mkoshoro, Muluo, Mokua, Munji, Mwagona, Mweteri, Nyabwengi, Nyaga, Obango, Ochieng, Okebaso, Omolo, Onyango Hemston, Onyango Oande, Orua, Sangolo. Second Class Lower Division, Ambari, Barasa, Cherotich, Chelangat, Kifalu, Kimtai, Kipto, Kola, Mdaki, Mulama, Msembi, Mutie, Mwayogwe, Nabwire, Nyamokami, Odhiambo Immaculate, Odhiambo Valerie, Olo, Omogo, Omolo, Omondi Evans, Omondi Stephen, Ongogo, Opio, Opondo, Otieno Kevin, Otieno Mary, Ouma, Umbudu. Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood Education, First Class Honors, Awino Marceline, Kelo Stella Kaleche, Joroge Kelvin Kimani, Girote Faith. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Agutu Bondo, Chepkemoi, Hare, Iminza, Juma, Karisa, Kipketem, Kiriro, Lekchan, Lokeres, Matano, Mudaki, Muriuki Anton, Muriuki Juliana, Mwansharo, Mwaka, Mwinyi, Gunja, Ougo, Saina, Sandra, Thoya, Tsutsu, Wafula. Second class lower division, Mloka, Rua, and Tanuo.
Thank you. Will all the graduates for the conferment of various bachelor's degrees of Pwani University please stand wherever you are? Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you 1,686 candidates for the conferment of various bachelor degrees of Pwani University.
I admit the person presented to me to the various bachelor's degrees of Pwani University, and on my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by Statute 29, Section 6, I declare this congregation for the purpose of conferring degrees and award of diplomas and certificates of Pwani University dissolved. Graduates, please note that your certificates are ready for collection from the examination office beginning tomorrow, the 16th July 2021, after returning your graduation gowns and clearing with the university as per the schedule given to you on our website. Congratulations again, class of 2020. Thank you.
This brings us to the end of our session today. It's been a great success, I would say so. Now, we will stand for the national anthem, and thereafter, the Chancellor will lead the recession to the next stage. The Chancellor will lead the recession, and that will be following the band. And as they move on, those who are on the dais are the ones who will be moving. The rest, we remain standing until we declare. Thank you. Let us stand for the national anthem. Let us remain standing, the band to make the formation for recession. Then the Chancellor, you can follow as the mace is following, please. Thank you. We can move. Those at the dais, please follow the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor. The rest, let us remain standing. Those on my left will follow, please. Those on my left, you'll have to follow them. Rose, yuko hapo. Thank you very much, graduates. We came in as graduates, we are now graduates. Those with meal cards will follow to the right position. Thank you and welcome for the next session. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.